have a lot of young people who are here, and we have worked 20 hours now, and we are working 24 hours on a challenge.
Hi guys.
Okay.
Go ahead, introduce yourself and ask a question. Ask away. It looks like everyone's afraid to make the first question, but just be brave. I'm just a guy with a t-shirt. Look, I'm just a guy.
Maybe you can tell something about your $1 app.
Sure, yeah. So, I mean, I understand you guys are having a hackathon. Is it a contest or is it what is it? Demonstration? So we have hackathons like this in San Francisco, and what we like to do is we basically share our ideas and try to basically help each other along until the last minute, and then we compete. We help until it's time to step on stage, and then it's on. Then I'm going to try to do a better demo than you. So I wanted to tell you guys that, like, I don't know how it's going there, but the best part of it for me is always, finding a team and helping each other and learning along the way, because, all of you guys in this room, and I think it's mostly guys. Is there any girls? Are there any girls there? 2 girls? Okay.
Girls, come.
Show yourself. But anyway, hi.
Yeah.
Good to see you. I'm glad that there are some. Okay, great. Okay, 2. Okay. What we like to do is, teach each other and learn along the way, because everyone in this room, you look around, look to the left and right, these are the people that are going to be, helping you later in life, or that you're going to turn to for, good advice, or, you never know, you may end up in business with them, or, going to university with them. And so the experiences you guys have now, where you're making friends and maybe you're competing a little bit and it's friendly, that stuff lasts a long, long time. And so I just wanted to tell you, of all the stuff I've done, Twitter, the Dollar app, the developer camp, visits and speaking like this, of all of it, my favorite part is the part you guys are doing right now, where you're sharing ideas. There's no limit to your creativity, and really, the future is open. And I just, before the contest begins, before the demos begin, that's my favorite part, when everyone's really excited and ready to show off their ideas. So I'm really jealous of you guys, like, being young and enthusiastic and no inhibitions. It's really inspiring to see you. So, but someone has to tell me about their project. So who's going to step up? Hi.
Hi. We're a group now.
So tell me your name.
I'm Robert. We have Tom, Fondy, we have Laura, Ray, and Rune. And we're building an e-how-to website where youngsters can find out videos about tax and how they can collect tax, and how they have to pay tax, and how they can persist to pay too much tax with videos, etc., and live chat with actually the tax office. So we're building that right now.
Awesome. And so, have you thought about how it will work on mobile? The site that you're building?
Yeah, we did. There are all YouTube videos.
Okay, great.
Also spreads on YouTube.
Okay, that's a good choice. And so when you're presenting the YouTube videos, I've tried this myself. Are you using WebView? It's all a web page. So actually, so you're just linking to the. Are you linking to the YouTube site, or are you embedding the videos on your own site? How does it work?
We're embedding them, and we're trying to make such code that we can display different information depending on the part in the video you are next to the video.
Oh, that's cool. Is that part of the YouTube API, the annotations, or is it something you're making yourself? How does that work?
We're making it yourself.
Yeah?
It's in the API, but the API is a bit, it doesn't work very well.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because I know it's imperfect.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. You guys are rolling it yourself. So wait a minute. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how old are you guys? How old are you? 15? 14?
15,
15, 16?
16, 17.
Oh my God, you guys, this is awesome. I wish I had the ability. I wish I had a team like this when I was 15. I can only imagine where I would be.
Where were you when you were 16?
When I was 16, I was working as a busboy at a restaurant, and I was playing guitar. I thought I'd be a musician, and I was studying literature. I wanted to write my own music and have my own band. That's what there was no internet really that you could really use. There was no mobile anything. There was no in fact, no one I knew had a cell phone. That you couldn't even dial up at that point when I was 16. I didn't dial up until I was 18. Back home from college, and I had internet for the first time in college, and I came home and I missed it. Like I had to have it, so I made my parents buy me a dial-up account. But that was years later. So yeah, it was a different spot when I was 16. I was living in Connecticut, so I hadn't even moved to California yet.
Okay. If you were 16 right now, what would you do?
If I were 16 right now, I would do what you guys are doing probably. I would try to start something. I would try to start a business, and cut my teeth before I got into college. Maybe try to find some way to pay for college, because in America it's a very expensive proposition. Let's see. If I were 16 right now, well, first of all, I would definitely throw away my Battle.net account so that I didn't play StarCraft. Because I think if I were 16, I would spend a lot of time playing StarCraft. But other than that, I would probably find a team just like yours and do anything that really intrigued me. I don't think I knew a single thing about taxes when I was 16, so you guys are way ahead of the game there. Let's see. You know what? I might have tried to learn another language. Like I might have started learning Chinese or something, because I think that's a really good time to start learning.
Language.
Or a programming language. I would choose probably Cocoa or something that I could use on iPhone and iPad. Yeah, I mean, practically, like if I could give you guys advice, I would say, pick one or two computer languages and just play with them. Get familiar with them. Don't feel like you have to learn it or master it. Just get familiar so you have some exposure. So when you get to college or when you get later on, you have some context. Because of all the things I've done, I've studied literature, I've studied history, psychology, cognitive science, all these things. Of all of that, I think the thing that's got me the furthest is the small amount of programming that I know. It started out with the web, and then I got into a little bit of native stuff on Mac, and then as soon as iPhone came out, I got right into that right away. And I think of all the things, that got me the furthest. Yeah, that and maybe my ability to tell a story. All right. What do you call yourselves? What's your team name?
Our team name. We are Blue Academy.
I like it. Cool. Well, it's good to meet you guys.
Thanks. There are other groups as well.
Good luck. Yeah. Can you introduce me to someone else?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, the driver. Oh, the driver's behind you. Okay. So who's this?
I'm Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
And I'm Yoki.
Hi, Yoki.
I'm Peter.
Hey, Peter. Great to meet you.
Shall I tell you about our project?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a little bit difficult, but when you have a job as a teenager in the Netherlands, your employer won't pay you everything that is allowance.
Salary.
Won't pay you all your salary, but they will take a part and give it to the tax agency. here in the Netherlands. But when you know about it as a teenager, you can ask that money back from the tax agency. But not many people know. Not many teenagers know about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Difficult to explain in English, especially.
That's okay. Take your time. I'm learning about how it works in the Netherlands in terms of employment. Go ahead.
That's why we created an app for that. So Dutch teenagers can use that app for taking that money back.
Oh, great. So you just make it really easy. They just identify themselves, and then the office knows, okay, this kid needs their money.
Yeah, but we also think about back end of the system to communicate with the tax agency, with the teenagers and employees who are giving you work.
Okay, great. Great, yeah.
Now when a teenager gets a job, there's no contact between the teenager and the tax agency. But there should be contact because the teenager is able to ask his money back. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So now we made a plan. So the tax agency will come to the teenager and tell him about what the possibilities. In some way, it's very difficult to explain it.
I think I get it. So it's an app that just creates the contact between that person and their official.
There should be a first experience with the tax agency.
Right.
But there isn't one now, and that's not good.
Okay.
So now with our plan, there will be a first experience. So that the teenagers will have a better expectation from the tax agency.
Good. Great. Yeah, that first contact is so key.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to have it with an app. So is it a web app or is it a native app?
No, it's an iPhone app.
Okay.
It's for the employer and for the tax agency. We have a web app, a backend.
Okay. Wow. So which one of you is a Coco programmer?
I am.
Nice. So how long have you been doing it?
I think for about one and a half year now.
Great. Wow. Great. Good for you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying earlier, right? You just get your feet wet, and then pretty soon, what do you know? You're creating apps.
Yeah.
Right. And I think you guys. Wait, what do you call the team? What is your team name? The project?
We don't know.
Okay, that's a good start. Should have that. But I was going to say I was going to call you all together by one thing. But you fellas, you have that core set of skills. You've got a programmer. You've got, I'm going to guess, an idea guy. One of you, who had the idea? I knew it. Yeah, idea man. And then what's your role?
I'm a designer.
You're the what?
Designer.
Designer. Yes, exactly. So you've got that core group, and if you can, even if this project doesn't do exactly what you want to do, remember the process you followed and the times you guys needed each other, right? So like you need to design, and then we had the idea, then you need to have a designer, then you got to implement, and then there's a cycle that goes through. And just remember that cycle, because that is the thing that you'll take with you. Like the app's gonna live, and maybe it'll be great, and then it'll go on, but the relationship and that process you guys have is gonna grow. It's the gold, right? So like example is with Twitter, we have this thing now, but in a sense it's kind of done. Like it's out there, people use it, that's great, but it doesn't do me any good necessarily. What does me good is knowing how we came up with the idea and what we did, that process we followed, so I can share that process with you guys. And so similarly with you fellas, you seem like you've got your act together, which you can do even if you don't produce anything ever in your life. You can sell that process. You can go to someone and say, oh, here's how we did it. Here's how I can help you. It's called consulting, and it's very lucrative. And by the way you guys communicate together, that language that you're using between designers, developers, and idea people, that is the secret sauce. That's the
Understanding
secret
each other,
sauce. Yeah, being able to speak that language of code and design and ideas, capture that, really hold on to that, and you know, when you get to that point where you're like, oh, God damn it, I can't get the idea out, I can't express myself, and it's not working. Fight through that because when you have that that type of language, you can take it so far. And teaching that language to other people is, like I said, a lucrative business. It's just called consulting, and people will pay you over and over and over again to help you to talk between, you know, the nerds and the idea people or the sponsors. It's so valuable. So regardless, I'm sure that the app's going to do really well. Just remember, as you're doing it, to study kind of how you did it and remember, because that's as important as the actual product, I think. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
I hope I'm being helpful. Hey.
Hello, I'm Nando. And
Hi, I'm Dan.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Nando.
we have made a Twitter application. The name of the application is Tweet Quiz. You get a random tweet of your recent tweet out your timeline, and you get 4 people that you follow,
Get out of here.
and you must do
Yes.
I had this idea about a year ago, and I didn't do anything. See, here's exactly what I'm saying. You guys did it.
yes, we have did it. It's now in the App Store.
It is?
Yes,
Can I get it? What's it called?
Tweet Quiz.
Twitwiz. TWITWIZ.
Quiz.
Oh, Tweet Quiz. Okay.
Tweet Quiz, yes.
Yep. Okay. And there it is. It just came out. It's got no ratings. Maybe I'll rate it. Oh, it's got Game Center.
Yes.
Oh, you're so cool. You're using TweetSheet. Oh, I'm getting it. Yay. I actually had this idea for a while. Cool, I'm downloading it right now.
Wednesday, there comes an update. Okay.
Oh, you know what, guys? Be careful with the logo. Yeah. I don't know. That logo is great, but I'm pretty sure it's the Twitter logo that you've kind of ripped off.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think you've done. They're just getting more particular about how people use their logo. That's all. I'm sure you can get away with it for a while, but you'll probably eventually want to do something else.
Yes.
Good use of color. Wow. Oh, nice. I'm gonna play it. This is really exciting. There I am. Ah, God, this is gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna win this. All right, play. Which ones did you? Who designed this? You did? And who coded it? Both of you? You did?
Yeah.
What is up with that? All right, now here's it. MC wins. Oh, duh. Well, this one's kind of easy because it's a StarCraft related tweet. But I'm going to get this one. Yay! Correct. Woo! That's great. All right. You're loading another one.
The more people you follow, the more points you get every time you have a good tweet.
This is good. It's actually kind of hard. I'm going to have to come back and try and really spend some time with this. Thanks. Congratulations. This is so neat. Well, you showed it to the right fellow because I'm really passionate about this idea. The idea that I had really was to show off how unique a person's writing voice is. Like to demonstrate some of the stuff I talk about in my book, which is that everyone's voice is unique and that you should be able to identify who they are without seeing, who wrote it. And in this case, yeah, I mean, the first one right off the bat, I got it. The second one I have to think about, but I'll probably get it too. And so in your case, what was your like goal with it?
It's just the idea. It was fun to make, and I love to Twitter.
Yeah, to have fun and to show off your passion for Twitter. That's great. Well, I mean, you probably, now that you've shipped it, how do you feel? Do you feel like you're ready to move on with it, or are you gonna see how it goes for a while, or what's your plan?
Yes, we are going now to make a second Twitter app, but I don't gonna tell you.
Don't worry. Hey, listen, I don't have enough time to rip you off. I'm really curious, but I understand you keep it to yourself for a while. That's cool. I wanted to know that the app has, what the plan is for the app, because I want to talk about it with people. I want to tell people these guys basically did the thing I was thinking of doing, and so when I do that, I want to make sure that I support it and that you guys are going to do something fun with it afterwards. So just to know you guys are behind it, that's enough.
Okay.
That's great.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Can't believe that. Damn it, you close your eyes for 1 second and these teenagers run all over you.
I know, man. This is bad.
God. Oh, hi guys. Who's next? There's some people in the back that I haven't met yet.
I'm Paul. Hi, I'm Mike.
Hi guys.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
Hey Daniel.
I'm Jacob.
Daniel, I'm really jealous of your hair. Like, it's all flat right now, but if I don't pull it back, then it gets kind of poofy, but I can't get that. That I can't. It's the top part. I can't get the top part to stay up. Awesome. So what's your team? Do you have a team name?
No, we don't.
Okay, what's the project?
The project is basically trying to innovate and renew the interaction between the youth and the tax office.
And what's your technique?
Well, we went into different platforms, so we made apps and web apps and also a new website. And we basically looked at the way the information is given on the website and how we could improve on that. And also we looked at how the tax office could approach the youth in a more modern way. So we have like a plan for a help desk, and it uses iChat and a forum, so it's more electronic, and the website makes for more exchange of information. So like now it's you've got this pool of information on the website, and if you want to start a business as a young person, you have to go to that website and find the relevant information. And so what we did now was put on the start page, we put a question like what do you want to do? So either whether it's a little job you had, or whether you want to start a business, and then you click on what option applies to you, and then so then you only get the information that's relevant to what you need.
Okay. And you mentioned iChat?
Yeah, we have a iMessage. I don't know. We have a chat app thingy, so people can chat with someone from the tax office.
How are you doing that part?
We're experts in that. Yeah, no.
Hi. How does I'm just curious. How does the iChat part work?
We're still working on it.
Okay.
Now it's on the PHP.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I had the same need when I launched a recent app of mine, and I used a service called app.net. It's app.net, and in there it creates like a microsite for your app. This is a short story to tell a more important part. And what they do is you can turn on these little modules. One of them is a little video module. One of them is a little screenshot module. And there's one that has an in-app or in-page chat service. And I can't remember the name of it, but if you go to app.net/bigwords, and I'll tweet this out later, app.net/bigwords, at the bottom there's this little chat interface that pops up. And it's really neat because what it does is it uses Jabber, and you can basically anonymously kind of talk to people without giving them your user ID, your chat user ID.
Yes.
And it's super slick. And if you're not logged in, then it takes an email. But if you are logged in, it goes right to your chat without actually having to know the chat name. So, something to think about. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. What do you call it?
Yeah, iChat. Yeah, it's called Lost means young. It means tax young.
Got it. Okay.
Tax young.
All right. Great. Good luck with it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
We have a few more.
Hey,
Hey.
my name is Robin.
Hey, Romain.
And this is my partner in crime, Niels.
Anything else?
And yeah, the assignment was make they got a young website for young people, the tax agency, and it's not good enough for our opinion. So they now got a program, and it's made for Windows, Mac, and Linux. But with that program, you can do your tax. You can fill it in, and
Okay.
a lot of input types, that kind of stuff. So our idea was to make it a web app. So you don't have any platform. You don't have to care about any platform. That's for the tax agency less costs.
I see. Okay.
You have to make it only once.
Yep.
While you were doing your tax in that web app, there's Node.js, and you can ask questions. If you have any problems, you can ask questions to employees of the tax agency. And while you're filling that in, the employee can watch and can also do edit on the form. So it's synced, both like a TeamViewer, but then web-based,
Wow.
than with WebSockets.
Geez, you Dutch people really figured out the tax. I swear, like we don't have anything like this in the States. And if I am now at my age needed something like that, I couldn't even go and find it as an adult service. I'm actually thinking I might have to make a phone call, an actual phone call to the tax office where I live to get some answers. Yeah, it's got. I mean, you guys are way. Just so you know, you're way ahead. And I don't even think that if they did have a service like that, that they would consider bringing in teenagers to help improve it. And if they did bring teenagers in, it wouldn't be to help other teenagers. It would be to help other adults make it easier to deal with. So, I mean, kudos to you guys. And kudos to the tax office for bringing you in, but kudos for you for coming and showing that, because I didn't even know how to fill out or what a tax form was until I was like 20-something. So it's inspiring to see you guys doing this. I like to learn about this stuff.
Okay, that's it.
All right, thank you.
Do you want to say something to the two girls here?
Yeah, I was going to ask, where are they?
To be with 21 young fellows.
Show me what they're up to.
Yeah, they're here.
No. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Laura.
Hi, Laura.
I'm funny.
Hi, funny. What is your specialty, Laura?
Writing.
Okay. And yours?
Also writing.
Okay. So, and what is your favorite part of the experience?
To work with the other guys.
To have a team, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That is actually the best part, in my opinion. I honestly think, this is what I want to say to you two. There's this idea, right? And then there's the development of the idea, and then there's the expression of the idea. And they're, in some ways, equally important. You can't do anything without an idea, you can't do anything without a team, and you can't do anything unless you can actually talk about it. And so when you're demoing, practice like in front of your friends, get all the laughter out of the way, and get to that point where you have a 30-second pitch. So you can describe your idea in 30 seconds. Like, time yourself. Literally say, all right, start now, get that pitch, get it down to 2 or 3 sentences, and then when you're on stage and everyone's looking at you and you're sweating and like you missed the slide and the demo doesn't work, you got something to say. And you look great on stage. Because I think a lot of it, and I do a lot of this judging of ideas, a lot of it for me as a judge is how well are they able to express what they're doing. At some level, it's not going to work because it's been 48 hours or 24 hours and that's not enough time to make something really work. So a lot of times for me as a judge, it's about, all right, now, how well do they understand what they're doing and how well can they express it? So think about that. And I think you two especially are really well equipped to shine and help your team stand out.
Yes.
Like that's why I ask everyone, what's the team name? What do you call it? What does it do? Because in my experience, a lot of the success is the 15th time you've told someone or the 16th time you've said it that day. It's that 16th person that you are sick of telling the idea, but it's fresh to them. That 16th person is going to be the one that maybe helps you on your way. So I guess my advice, if I were giving advice, it would be just as you're writing the copy or you're writing the description, I think you guys have a very important role to play in describing the idea and actually getting it to actually come to life. So as a writer, I respect the role you guys have. Okay. Good luck, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
You ladies.
Cool.
Hi, Peter again.
Hey, Peter.
Can you tell me something about Silicon Valley?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Is it easy to get to work on there? Because I'm planning to go to a trip this summer to Silicon Valley or New York. Last year I also went to Michigan and New York.
Uh-huh.
This year I'm also planning to go to New York or to Silicon Valley, Cupertino, or San Francisco.
Yeah, good choices.
Tell me something about that, or about work, or environment, or...
Well, right now is a really good time to be looking for an internship. I think a lot of employers are looking for the summer, already planning for the summer. I know I am. So, you could, if you're looking for an internship, if you're looking for a paid internship, like work for money type thing, it's a little harder, but you might have to submit your resume to a couple of places, but I'd say the climate is good. Like there's a lot of opportunity, and unfortunately, the issue seems to be doing it and not getting taken advantage of. I think a lot of employers are looking for cheap labor, and because they know that they're giving you an education, they feel like they can get away with not paying you as much. But in my experience, the truth of the matter is that those people who are writing the code on the front lines are the most valuable people in your organization. So I always try to pay my interns, a respectable wage. And And so as you're looking, I would definitely be aware of that and be on the lookout for ones that say, who don't immediately tell you how much they're going to pay you, or they say, oh, we'll figure it out, because you definitely need to get that dialed in before you move out. That said, even if you showed up with no plan on May 1st, I think you could probably be working by June 1st. Just of something, doing something, whether it's at a startup in San Francisco or like, a more established company in Silicon Valley, like a Google or something. I wouldn't try to necessarily get an internship at Apple unless you have really done something, like an app like you showed me, like I saw earlier, that they can really use you for. But maybe Google, maybe Microsoft, maybe Facebook, maybe Instagram, although they like to work their people to death. I've heard that they expect 60-hour weeks in Instagram, just so you know. There's like food spotting, or if you go to my website, this one here, iPad Dev Camp or iOS Dev Camp, they all go to the same place. There's a list of companies that have been created as a result of the camp. There are these apps that are out there in the store now, and all of them on that page, there's a success stories post, and all of those companies are all hiring now.
What company did you prefer, Apple or Facebook or Microsoft, or what's the best company to start with?
If I had the chops and I had if I really felt like I had the chops, I would definitely try to knock on Apple's door right away. Just because I love Apple and they're just doing so well right now, and they're growing really fast, and it's like an amazing thing to have in your resume. And then I think after that, I would choose a smaller company to think about, like a startup or maybe a already well-funded venture capital funded startup, like the ones on that page that I just mentioned. Just for the experience of working in a bootstrap startup, or in the other case, a venture-funded startup, because a bootstrap startup and a venture-funded startup are very, very different experiences. The bootstrap, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be thrilling, it's going to be scary, it's going to be late nights, and it's going to be all that much rewarding, I think. But you're not going to get paid as much, and maybe you won't have that typical kind of like flashy, what you would expect from a Silicon Valley startup. The VC startup, that's going to be kind of more like a company experience, but you'll get the exposure to those VC types that might show up, like your investor or your, those folks who those board members, whoever shows up for the day. And those board members love to meet the interns because they love to see, all right, now what's the fresh young blood coming into this company I've put my money into? They want that, right? So you end up actually meeting them. But of those three, I would say maybe choose one really big company, one venture-funded company, and one scrappy bootstrap startup to think about.
What's the best city to start with?
San Francisco.
San Francisco?
Yeah, or maybe Palo Alto. Either one, because Palo Alto has that university spirit and a lot of the young people, and the city has just like, you could stumble over 5 startups in a 2-block radius. So.
Okay, what about living at home? Can you hire something there, or?
You mean to find a place to live? Yeah. So it's either the company you're working with will help place you, or you've got to go work on Craigslist to find a cheap place. I can't really provide much help there. I know that housing in the Silicon Valley and San Francisco is expensive, and it's difficult, and it's something you'll probably want to work on as soon as you can if you're interested in going there. I don't know what it's like in New York, though, so I can only say that. However, 2 of my good friends recently got apartments, and they have a whole system where they use Craigslist. It's called Craigslist.org, and they set up alerts, and they were like the first person to call and first person to go and visit, that type of thing. That's how it's done. Okay. That's how you get the deal. You can find a place, but you'll pay for it. If you want to get a good deal, you got to kind of work really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not impossible, and it's not. Don't be too intimidated by that. spend your energy thinking about what you want, and then I think that'll materialize.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, Dom.
Hi.
I think I have to tie it now.
I know, I've been talking for too long.
No, I didn't want to say that. No, it was great talking to you.
Likewise. It's inspiring to see these kids. This is like, especially that Twitter app. I can't believe that. They snaked my idea. That's cool. I'll give it a 5-star rating.
I thank you very much for your time, and I would like to give all the people here a warm applause for your great speech and talk.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And nice talking to you, and thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Have a nice time.
You too.
Bye.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Write to me.